Good morning, everybody. It's Pastor John with another edition of Monday Morning Quarterback. So yesterday we talked about one of my favorite musicals of all time, Les Miserables, and we used the song "Do You Hear the People Sing" as the inspiration for our sermon. And the sermon essentially was about the fact that the gospel, the good news, is nothing if it's not invitational. If it doesn't open doors to people previously excluded, then it is not the gospel. Anyone who tells you that the gospel is about deciding, who's in this little private club of Jesus followers and who gets to go to heaven and, who's on the outs, banished to hell, they don't quite understand, the definition of good news. But the gospel is nothing if it is not invitational. And when I was preparing for the sermon, one of the things that I did is I just kind of went on YouTube and watched the video of the song "Do You Hear the People Sing" from the movie version of Les Miserables. And I forgot how kind of inspiring it was. They were all waiting, the rebels were all waiting during the funeral procession of Lamarck as they brought the casket down the main thoroughfare, and they sort of, to start their little rebellion, they commandeered the carriage holding his body, and and then whisked it away and behind the barricades. But that's when they're singing this song, and what you're seeing is these people singing this song and reaching out to people in the crowd, people that may not have been on their side or, in their cause. They're reaching out to French soldiers, and saying, join our crusade. Will you join in our crusade? Who will be strong and stand with me? Beyond the barricades, there is a world you long to see. I mean, it's invitation up the wazoo. It's incredible. What would happen? What would happen if the gospel was filled with the same passion for inviting others? Our churches would be full. Our churches would be full because people would know that something real is going on. Now, instead, what many of us do is we have these amazing experiences in our churches, but they're like our town's best kept secret. And that's not the gospel. The gospel is invitation to community, invitation to justice, invitation to peace, invitation to experience the love of God in ways that words cannot even describe. When the gospel becomes one of invitation again, not so you can get in the club and not go to hell, no, because that's not good news. Hell cannot be the foundation for good news, right? So it's an invitation to the heavenly banquet. When we can live that out, there would be no stopping the church. And who would want to at that point? Have a wonderful week, my friends. God bless.